Namaste, namaste. Hope you guys are all doing great. I am going live on Instagram and YouTube. So, welcome everybody. We're having another amazing Thursday. Thursdays are English lives and Fridays are Farsi live. So, welcome everybody. Today, the topic is uncluttering. We're going to talk about how cluttered are affecting our life. So often, when I'm doing a private session, people tell me about how stuck they are. They feel blocked. There is this tightening energy that they're not able to move. So, as you all know, I am working with women who want to be empowered, actually, empowering women, right? And how do I help people to become empowered? I am diagnosing everything really deeply to find out, where are we blocked? Why can't we feel empowered? Although I'm working mainly with women and helping women to become empowered, this doesn't mean that you guys out there cannot benefit from these lives or programs or webinars or workshops that I do. At the end, everyone is welcome, but to be more specific about my niche for my audience to know what type of coach I am and what type of coaching I do, even though I'll do everything. And in my 30 some years of coaching, I didn't really have any case that I wasn't able to help them out. But anyhow, so this is we are. I am trying to empower women all around the world. So one of the thing that is how should I put it, is working against us is the clutter in our lives. So let me know what you think about this, guys. Do you feel that when your life is cluttered, and if you find yourself to be a hoarder, what is a hoarder? Somebody who is holding on to everything. And tell me yes or no. Are you a hoarder? Are you someone who basically hold on to everything? For instance, you have clothes from when you were a teenager. You're still holding on to that jean. You're still holding on to that beautiful dress from 20 some years ago when you were size 2. You're still keeping it, hoping that one day you're going to lose all that weight and you're going to fit in your tight jean, or you're going to fit in the size 2. Even though today you might be size 6 or 8 or 10 or 14 or God knows what, but you're still holding on to those clothes. Hoarders are people who hold on into everything, even papers. I realized that I was one of them because I write a lot. I write a lot of notes because I do a lot of workshops or seminars, or I have ongoing webinars. So I'm constantly, ideas come to me and I write notes and I write notes. And then soon after a week, I come to myself and I realize that, oh my God, I have piles of notes here, piles, piles, pile, pile. And it's just my whole place is filled up with so much papers, right? So every once in a while, because I have a cleaning lady that comes every other week, and I know when she comes, she's going to go through everything. So every 2 weeks, I go through my papers in a rush and I try to see, can I get rid of this? Can I get rid of that? Some people are hoarders with their emails. I often come to myself and I see, oh my God, I have so many emails on my Gmails and on my Yahoo because I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to read this. I'm going to go through this someday. And before I know it, my emails is packed with emails from even a month ago, right? So some people do it with food. In this area, I'm very good. Like, I go to my pantries and I'll check everything. I try to eat very fresh. I don't try, I just do, you know. I'll just shop. As you all know, I sold my car. Yes, I sold my car almost 3 years ago. And this is a huge surprise for many people. How could you live in Los Angeles and don't have a car? But I tell you guys, the way I do it when I sold my car, because I have been pro downsizing, and I have really been talking about this for many, many years. And this is what I would like to bring to your attention, opening another window in our cluttered lives to learn to downsize. Okay. So 3 years ago, I said to myself, I said, let me sell my car and see how difficult it is to live without a car. And because I have learned over the years to, adjust myself to the new situation, I find a way very quickly that I walk to the store and I shop little, as much as I can carry. This is doing a double Remy. Why? Because I'm walking. I put a lot of hours on walking, and I'm using Sweat app, and it's showing me, it's giving me $5 every day, because I believe it's like 10,000 steps. It's counting my step. So I'm walking, doing an exercise. I'm earning $5 a day. I'm going to grocery shopping. I'm shopping a little bit every few days, right? So I don't use a freezer. I don't have a lot of stuff stuck up. I eat every 3, 4 days. Once I finish everything, then I walk to the store and I shop a little bit, right? Because something else, guys, I realized when I used to own a car, I used to go to the store and I happened to shop a lot more. When I shopped a lot more and I brought all those things home, I was anxious to eat them up faster and finish them up. That means I ate even more because I was worried this might go bad or that might go bad, right? So I realized that if I shop more, if I have more stuff, because I buy fresh stuff, I don't buy frozen stuff, then they have a shelf time. So I have to eat them and finish them, and that end up by me eating more food that I was supposed to do. So are you guys with me? Say yes or no. So basically, I walk a lot, and then with this way, if I had to go somewhere, then I can use the Uber, which is once in a while. And just hear me out, guys. When you don't have a car, right? First of all, you're not paying for the car, or you're not paying monthly lease or whatever, or you're not paying for financing a car. So you're saving money here. Number two, you're not paying for car insurance. You're saving a lot on car insurance. You're not getting into an accident, and you're not getting a ticket. Because let's face it, how often do we park our car somewhere and we come back and we're like, oops, I got a ticket. I paid a lot of money for just getting violation because I parked my car where I wasn't supposed to do so. Or I parked my car at the meter, and the money I passed the time that I had and I got a ticket. Okay, so you're not paying for your ticket, you're not paying for renewing this or that, or your insurance or the car insurance or blah blah blah. So you're saving money by just not driving a car. But here's the bigger picture, guys. If I and you and you and you and you don't drive cars, how much are we helping our planet? Right? Okay, I get it that you say, well, we have an option now. We have an option to use, you know, um, Tesla or whatever, that we're not using gas with the high price of gas today. Okay, I get it. But you get the point, right? So coming back, not to get too distracted, coming back into hoarding. So, what I would like you to catch up right now is this: am I a hoarder? Just tell me with all honesty, just tell me yes or no. How much stuff have you piled up in your garage, if you have one, in the cabinets, in the closets, in your pantry? How much stuff have you hoarded over the years? Because I am expecting, because I live in Los Angeles, Americans, their garages and the stuff that they have hoarded can be worth millions of dollars. Just say if you find yourself a hoarder, yes or no. So if you find yourself to be a hoarder, what I would like us to do is to realize, when we hoard things, when we hold on to things that we are not using, we are stagnating the energy. It's a lot of energy that we are not putting into circulation. So going back to class number 1, I said we have 3 kind of energies. Number 1, stagnation. What is a stagnation energy? When the energy is stuck, when it's not moving. And we all know what happens in stagnation. Things go bad, right? Okay. So when we holding on to stuff that is not using, we're not using the second type of energy, which is the circulation. And the third type of energy is integration. Integration is when we go within, we quiet down everything, and then we get those aha moments. Oh, this is what it is. Okay? Right. So today we want to go through 4 types of, yes, welcome everybody, 4 types of hoarding in a way, or cluttered. Number one is physical. So, physical, we already talked about it. Physical cluttered is that you're going to go through your whole apartment, house, or wherever you live. You're going to see what do you have there, what have you been hoarding that no longer being used. You either going to make some money out of it, you're going to put it online to sell it. If you can't sell it online, you don't want to be bothered, then you can take it to where they you just donate it, make a donation. If you can't do that, you don't know a place where to donate your stuff, give it away to someone. Every once in a while, I do this because I get a lot of clothes and I don't really actually buy clothes. I give somehow the universe gift me with people who have stores or boutiques or whatever, and they just give me a lot of clothes, brand new, tag, all of this stuff. So every once in a while, when I see that I'm not using some of those clothes or scarves or shoes or jewelry or whatever, I pack them up and I take them to Salvation Army or somewhere. I donate them because I know some women would benefit and use those clothes. Okay. Go through your paperwork, go through your emails, go through your pantries. Have you bought that beautiful golden nice turmeric 5 years ago? Well, hello, that is not good anymore. So see, what are you hoarding on, and give it away, throw it away or give it away. By doing this, by stop hoarding, you're releasing a lot of energy here. Are you guys with me? We are releasing so much energy by giving away, getting rid of the stuff that we don't need. If you have kids, and kids can gather a lot of stuff, go through their stuff, and please do it when they're not home, because you know what happened with kids? They don't play with things, they don't use things for years. But the minute you come to clean up and get rid of clutters, if they're present there, they're going to grab on and take, oh my God, this is where this was. Oh, I want these toys. No, don't give away that. So do it when you are alone. Okay? So get rid of anything as far as Instagram, Facebook, email, digital, anything that you have physically, get rid of it. Paperwork, whatever, throw it away, get rid of it. The second type of energy is emotional. Now, let's be honest with ourselves right now and see what are the emotions that you hoard for many, many years. Oftentimes, when I'm doing a private coaching session, I hear unworthiness, I hear shame and blame, I hear unforgiveness. We can't forgive ourselves and we can't forgive others. What else? Overwhelmed. Who at this moment, with you guys who are here with me, tell me, which one of you feel overwhelmed? Because oftentimes I hear from my private coaching session, when we dig deep in to the emotions, we realize oftentimes we're feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Lale, you, can you please stay with me? with all transparency and honesty, let me know who feels overwhelmed. Lydia, thank you. I want you to all concentrate on this feeling of overwhelmed, because we make things so much bigger than they actually are, you know? And we don't realize, by being at this state of overwhelmed, how much is affecting our work, our relationship, right? Because let's face it, if I'm constantly overwhelmed, what am I doing? I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm jittery, I'm not tolerable, right? So, how is this affecting other people around me? Your partner, your children, your parents, your bosses, your co-workers. How is this affecting everybody? All of that, yeah. And also, overwhelm is the energy that you're giving too much energy into something or some things outside, and not realizing that by giving so much energy to other things, how you losing your energy. Are you with me? This is a part of people who live life unconsciously. Oh, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overwhelmed. Well, hello, how conscious are you? Because when you're conscious, conscious living is about this. Where am I giving energy out? Where am I receiving energy and bringing energy in? Right? Okay, so realize now, by being overwhelmed, you just telling everybody how unconscious or unaware you are. That's all you're saying. Now, I want this to stick, guys. The minute you say, oh, how are you doing? Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. Translation for other people is, I am asleep, I am unaware, I am unconscious. Is that the image you want to give out? Yes or no? So, overwhelm is that I'm making small thing too big. I'm making things bigger than they are. One of my teaching is to make things or obstacles that are really, really big, make them small. How to shrink them out in a way that it doesn't look too hard to achieve or too hard to overpass. Okay, so coming back into emotions. What are the clutters there that no longer serves you and you have to let them go? By the way, this coming Tuesday, we're having a lunar eclipse in Taurus. November 8th, lunar eclipse in Taurus. Another eclipse that's going to eclipse what is no longer serving me. This is beautiful. This is great. Because for us who are hoarders and we don't want to give out things ourselves, the universe is actually helping us to eclipse whatever is no longer serving us. So that could be a partner, could be a relationship, it could be a family member, it could be a job, it could be even money, right? So whatever is no longer serves me, the universe will eclipse it from my life. So how great it is by me being really super awake and super conscious right now and say, let me get rid of this before the universe has to interfere and get things away in a bigger scale that's going to be hurtful for me, because maybe I'm not ready right now to lose things in a bigger scale. And that's what the universe does. It is eclipse. So be aware that this is what the universe is doing right now with all this solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, is eclipsing whatever is no longer serving us. Okay, great, right? But right now I'm helping you guys out before this coming lunar eclipse to do the work yourself, that you're not going to be surprised. Why? Because what's happening in this lunar eclipse? This lunar eclipse is happening in the sign of Taurus, right? And who is the main player up there? The planet. Oh, can you guys tell me who is the main player on this lunar eclipse? The planet Uranus, the planet of unpredictability. Uranus is going to be and has been for 7.5 in total. 7.5 years is going to be stationing in Taurus. Taurus is the second house. It's what I have, what I own, money, banks, bonds, treasury, stock, cryptos, real estate, lands, is all of this. So basically, this eclipse that's happening there with Uranus, everything is going to be unpredictable. Even if you're listening to a lot of financial advisor or economists, and they're going to tell us that, oh, this is the way it's going to go. It's going to go north. Surprise, it's going to go south. They're saying it's going to go south, it's going to go north, right? So what do I do? What does an aware human being does when they know that they are in an unpredictable timing? What I'm going to do myself, I'm going to hold my ground. I'm going to hold my ground. I'm going to be a lot more awake. I'm going to watch things through a bigger lens. I'm going to hear much better, right? I'm going to be conscious. I'm going to open my eyes. I'm going to open my ears, and I'm going to be vulnerable. I don't want to be too tough and stiff, right? Because since this everything is so unpredictable, I'm going to be a winner if I'm prepared mentally, emotionally, physically, in a good place. I can change direction much faster, easier, with less damage, right? So basically, right now, you're going to be doing the work voluntarily. You're going to go through your emotions. What emotions are you hoarding? What is it? Shame, guilt, unworthiness, not being able to forgive yourself and others. What are the feelings? Right now, you got to get rid of them. to have an empty, open space. Then we're going to go to mental, guys. Mental. What are we hoarding there? What are the clutters in your mind? In order for you, if you haven't figured it out yet, in order for you to do this, guys, it's a good idea to do journaling or to start writing your thoughts for a few days. Monitor your thoughts, whatever it comes. I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. I can't do that. These are also a part of blocks in our emotions, right? I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. This I can't do it is an emotional block, is the clutter. How could you move on? How could you pass through this? Don't use the word I can't do it. Because if you really put your mind and heart into anything, surprise, you can do it. Okay, lovers, listen to me. This is very important. Listen, open up your ears. What are you cluttering your mind with? What are the thoughts? How often do you revisit the past? Every time I'm going to the past, a memory, something comes in, I go to the past. Listen to me. I'm taking the energy that's here. This energy at this moment is usable. It's only this moment that I can use the energy, right? So, what I'm doing when I'm going to the past, the energy that's here that is only usable here, I don't use it, right? I go back to the past. So imagine 2/3 of the energy is going to revisit the past. Now, what's happening in the past? I'm thinking about a memory. Oh, how wrong I was that marriage. Why did I do that? And blah, blah, blah. I make myself wrong. Not only I use the energy, I took the energy that can be usable here. Not only I took it to the past, that takes more energy to reverse. Now I'm going to come up with a lot of unpleasant things. And then I'm going to regret my past and I'm going to make myself wrong and I'm going to do, and then I dabble that energy. If I went to the past, I lost 2/3. Now I'm losing the whole thing. I totally lost my energy. I left it there. Then I got to come back here and I'm empty. Because are you with me, guys? Do you hear what I'm saying? The only time you and I can use the energy if we're present in this moment, right? Okay. So what I would like you to do right now to empower yourself is to choose not to go to the past, bad or good, whatever. Because listen to me, guys. Even when I go to the past, and maybe it's not even bad things. Maybe it's great thing. Oh my God, the first love of my life, Eric, it was so beautiful. He was doing everything for me. I felt like a princess. Even though I go back and revisit good memories, now I'm coming back with the lack of it. Then I come and say, I want to have the same energy. I want to have the same guy here, and I don't have it. Right? So revisiting the past is not going to help you out, is just going to drain out your energy. Okay, what else is cluttering in my mind? Fear. Oh my goodness, how much fear I have. fear of losing, fear of success, fear of what if, right? So for the next few days, today is what? Today is Thursday. We're going to have the next eclipse on Tuesday. How many days do we have till then? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It doesn't matter, guys. Anytime on YouTube or Instagram you watch this, don't go by the days. Just give yourself 4 days to journal. Write down, I woke up this morning and I felt extremely shitty. And then analyze it. What was the thought that made you feel bad? What was the thought? What were you thinking? Write it down. And then start writing down throughout your day. Right now, I know that I have a jammed packed day. It's making me feel overwhelmed. How about if because this is what happened when you live your life consciously, when you're monitoring your thoughts, instead of you becoming the thoughts, you monitor your thoughts, right? So you're monitoring your thoughts and you're saying that, oh my God, there are 10 things that I have to do today and I probably won't make it. What is this thought creating? Overwhelm. Oh, Sudhi said, don't feel overwhelmed because you're going to lose your energy there. Okay, how about if I rewrite my task? How about instead of doing 10 things, I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to prioritize them. I'm going to do the first 5 things that is super, super, super important. I'm going to do those 5. And if I have enough time, okay, I'm going to do something else. But if I don't, great, I did 5 important things today, right? So coming back to what I was saying, start journaling your day, start monitoring your thought, and see after 4 days, you're going to be able to see it very clearly. What are the clutter in your mind? And then the next step is, now that you're aware and you're conscious, now that you see how your mind is getting cluttered, now you have to stop getting rid of them. Step 2, which is the most important thing. Okay? All right. So let's move on to the next level. Hi, Ali. Welcome, honey. Hi, Lily. Welcome, Sahar from YouTube. So let's go and see, is it possible that my spiritual body is cluttered? Yes or no? Write for me. Do you think that there is a chance or a possibility that my spiritual body is also cluttered with junks? Yes or no? Is there a possibility? Mm-hmm. Is it possible, guys? I want to hear you. Say yes or no. How could, okay, Sakishani, welcome Sakishani, says yes. Great. Yes, you are right. You are the winner. Zoya 2109 said yes. How do I, okay, great. Fantastic. You are a bunch of smart people here. Yes, but how? Lale said yes, but how? Okay, here's the deal. How could we also clutter our spiritual body? Isn't a spiritual body means the whole knowing? No, it doesn't. Okay, so how can I clutter my spiritual body? Because oftentimes when we start checking out in our emotions, checking out our thoughts, after we do all these things, we're going to look at the translation of our spiritual body. In a spiritual body, oftentimes we get into a competition with others. Yes or no? I'm gonna look and see, oh, so and so is doing a meditation and is high and is in fifth dimension constantly. I get into competition. So and so is saying that they're meditating every single day. Wow, I can't even meditate for 5 minutes. These are the cluttered, right? So also, spiritual cluttered is that first of all, you compare yourself to others, and then you're going to feel bad, double whammy, because you are not like them. Your third eye is not activated yet. The majority of time that you feel yourself in fifth dimension is much less than others, right? These are spiritual clutters. I come back to stuff like spiritually, I know that I have forgive myself and others. But how do we get stuck here? How do I get stuck here is by comparing myself again, right? And I feel that when people say that they have forgiven their past, they really mean it, and that's their truth. And that's not true, guys. Okay? What is it that when I think that I have forgiven myself, if this is your truth, if you are authentically sitting in this, have you forgiven yourself? And you might tell me, yes, I have. But then again, when we're looking at the spiritual clutter, I would see that, yes, I said I have forgiven myself, but I'm not happy with who I am. I'm not happy with my past. I'm not happy with my weight. I'm not happy with my partner. I'm not happy where I am financially. I'm not happy, blah, 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 blah. Right? This is the spiritual clutter. Or when I ask people, have you forgiven your mother, your father, yes, yes, yes. But I'm going to repeat myself again because I think this is important for you guys to hear it over and over and over. There is a difference between forgiving someone or, well, what can I do about it? There isn't anything really that I can do about it. So let me just accept it. Do you hear this? There's a thin line between forgiveness or I can't do anything about it, so let me just accept it. This acceptance is not coming from open heartedness. This acceptance is coming because you feel spiritually, you know that you have to forgive yourself and you have to forgive others, but you can't. But because you think that you are forced to forgive, now this is not forgiveness. This is you forcing yourself to accept it. It's not coming from an empowering place. Why? Because you feel that you're forced to do it. This is what you should do. And you and I know by now, any time that I feel I should or I have, is the wrong energy. It should never ever be when I use the word I should do it. I have to do it. The energy of should and have is not right. When you say I should do this, oh my God, I have to do this, the energy is not vibrationally, is not high. It doesn't come from an empowering place. Are you guys with me? Yes or no? It's coming from a low vibration. It's coming from another sort of victimhood that, oh, is not my first choice. but I'm forced and I have to do it, or I should do it. When I'm coming from my heart, guys, there is no have or should. It just is. That's the difference. I don't tell myself I have to do this, or I don't tell myself I should do this. Because when I'm listening to my higher self and when I'm coming from my heart, it's automatic. It just is. It just come. Do you see the difference in energy? When something comes from our head, we'd have to, should to, or when something comes from our heart, you just going with it. That's where you never ever use the word motivation. Why do we feel constantly lack of motivation? Lack of motivation comes because of have to, should to, right? So remember, motivation, you need, or you think you need motivation because you're coming from your head. When you come from your heart, you don't need motivation. Hi, Said, welcome. You don't need motivation when you come from your heart because the energy is just there. And this is what has to really resonate within you. Anytime you feel that you're lacking motivation or you need motivation, know that you're coming from your head and you're forcing yourself to do something. All you have to do is to switch from your mindset to your heart set. And then all the energy is in here. Because we know, and the science has proved to us, that the vibration of our heart is 100% more than our mind. Even though this machine, the thinking machine, it's so amazing and so powerful, but the vibrational energy of our heart is much higher. Mhm. Thank you, Marol. Yes, when you come from your heart, you don't need motivation because the energy is there. Fabulous, Marol. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay? All right. So, to end up and wrap up this live is about uncluttering our lives. Why is it so important to unclutter our lives? Because clutters creates stagnation. Stagnation, there's no energy there to move on. Okay, I pinned this for people who want to watch this on YouTube. Sudie Barnett English is my English YouTube channel. Right, okay? So, stagnation is the block, is a rotten energy. When I'm conscious, I don't put myself in a stagnated situation. When I'm conscious, I'm constantly using the second type of energy, which is the circulation. Cluttered is against circulation. Therefore, you're going to unclutter yourself from your four bodies: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Thank you, guys. Please don't forget to like as many times as you can and share as many times as you can to help out other people to have this knowledge for free and be able to use it. By you guys sharing these lives, not only you are benefiting from it, when you share this and other people get access to this information, now other people and more people are able to use it. And guess what? The more energy of higher consciousness, feeling good, vibrating high we put out, the more our reality change form and becomes more beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. Share, 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 share. Like, and save, 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 save. Till next Thursday, I see you all. Bye bye. Bye, guys.